This video is to help you be able to record volunteer hours on the Idealogic volunteer recording system. So one way you can start is by going to OregonMasterNaturalist.org and then going over here to the Enter Volunteer Hours tile. So if you click that, it'll take you directly to the Idealogic website, which is shown here. And you'll have to log in before you see this screen, but this should be the first thing you see when you press that button to record hours. So I want to record a new volunteer hour record, so I'll click this. And the first thing you do is select the partner organization, and you can scroll through this list or search for a particular organization. In this case, I typed Metro and a couple things came up for Metro. And if for some reason you don't see your organization, you can always add a new one. We're not going to add a new one. We're just going to go with Metro here. And then you select your volunteer opportunity. So I'm going to say that I was volunteering as a volunteer naturalist. And I'll add that volunteer opportunity. And then I just need to give a brief description of what I did. So I'm going to say I led kiddos around Oxbow Regional Park and talked about old growth forest. From there, you just scroll down and choose the category of volunteer service. So that would be interpretation. And then the volunteer date, we'll say I did that today. And then service time, and I was out there for 6 hours volunteering, and I took about 100 kids around. And I did this in Oxbow Regional Park, which is in Multnomah County. So I'll select that county. And then at the very bottom, this is important, make sure you select what this volunteer requirement is going towards. And if you still need to get your 40 hours, either for your initial certification or for your yearly commitment, then make sure you select that option. So in this case, I'm gonna select OMN certification. So at this point, I can submit my volunteer hour record. It lets me know that it was successful, and then I can see it here listed with the volunteer hour record interface. Now, let's say that I also volunteered on August 30th for about the same amount of time and a lot of the other same information. What I can do is just copy this record, and it has all that information I just entered, and then all I have to do is change the date to the 30th, and I'll say that I was actually only out there for 5 hours, and I worked with about 75 kids. Everything else is the same, and so I submit that record, and here it shows that I've worked on both the 31st and the 30th, and it gives you the totals for all of my records. Now, you're able also for each record to open it to view it more closely and see what you entered. You can go from here to edit the record, which we're not going to do. You can also print the record as a PDF, and you can also delete this record from this menu. You can also edit your record from this menu, which will open up a window like what we just saw a moment ago, where you can go in and change some of the information. We're not doing that. You can also delete records. So if I decide that this record is incorrect and I just want to delete it, then I just press this little trash can and it deletes the record. So that's about it for volunteer hour recording. If you have any further questions, please feel free to email me. I'll post my email underneath this video so that you can contact me.